Good enough. Thought it was the fourth quarter. It's the end of the third.
Draymond and Moody coming for defense. Buddy Hield and Richard will stay. Well, Richard's got to come out. I thought he would come out. He was saying Spencer would stop, but Spencer will stay. 95-76. Actually, this has been a tough place for the Warriors over the years. Their overall record here is 25-72. That's with great teams, bad teams, teams the Warriors have had 20 years ago. It's never been easy to play.
What did you say?
They have a tremendous home court advantage. They're up 18 with the ball after the free throws by Butler. Down to 18 seconds to go. Murray gets a push screen from Jokic. Driving hard right side. Almost dribbling out bounds. He's falling out of bounds. Finds Jokic with 5 on the clock. He spins and goes up and scores.
99.
Guarding him on a switch. He has no chance of that. Ball thrown in to Spencer. Lets it roll. Takes the front court. Dribble drive on. Spencer goes all in. Took it to Watson. Had him rejected. Here comes Bruce Brown with 2 seconds. With 1 second. Gets fouled by Draymond on the go. And Bruce Brown will shoot free throws. Again, shots created must be taken. Spencer could have taken a 3 there. Peyton Watson looks back at Spencer after the block with a look of disgust on his face, but you might want to elevate your game a little bit before you do that. Free throw good by Bruce Brown. 1 block does not a career make. I don't know who said that.
Whoa, 19 viewers.
Maybe Rasheed Wallace.
Cheers. Tap it up. And get the shares up. Hit the like. Hit the bell.
Denver's got 99 points here in the third. Ball to Jimmy Butler. He's in from 3/4.
99 in the third.
And we start the fourth quarter with Denver having their large lead in the game, 99-77. 12 minutes left here.
Ouch.
On the Warriors Radio Network, presented by United Airlines.
Warriors fans, dunks, dimes, and no-looks are great on TV, but nothing compares to catching your Golden State Warriors in person. And that all starts with buying tickets at
Warrior
Ticketmaster, the official
with an A.
ticket marketplace of the Warriors and the NBA. Ticketmaster gets you to the game so you can experience all the sights, sounds, and styles in person. Even if you're headed to the game last minute, Ticketmaster's got your back when it comes to scoring tickets. Get tickets at Ticketmaster.com/Warriors. See you courtside, Dub Nation.
Say you're a coach at Chase Center and need to draw up a last-second play. Or you're a fan in Section 212 craving nachos. AI from Google Cloud can help with both. The Warriors are using AI from Google Cloud to break down every move on the court, helping coaches game plan. And for fans, the same AI powers the mobile app, giving you personalized content, highlights, and yes, nachos ordered from your phone. With AI, you're always in the game, even off the court. Google Cloud, the official AI partner of the Golden State Warriors.
Hey, Dan Diddley here for Golden State Lumber and Showroom. Consider their Stockton yard as the go-to resource for building professionals in San Joaquin County.
Why is Curry not playing?
Premium building materials available to the public. For bigger jobs, you can count on Golden State's large fleet of trucks for timely delivery. It's their goal to keep your project on
That
time and
Stephen
on budget.
Curry's
Building
sick.
a better Bay Area for over 70 years. Golden State Lumber and Showroom. When you succeed, we succeed.
Kohl's Black Friday deals are dropping early. You can save up to 50%
Curry licks the
throughout the
poop.
store all weekend. Yep, call it what you
Curry-
want. None of the
Stephen
standard
Curry
look. Wait, the point is
licks
it's
the
happening.
poo-poo.
Plus,
And he
you'll
misses
earn
tonight's
$15
game.
Kohl's cash for every $50 spent on Friday. Shop early Black Friday deals at Kohl's and Kohl's.com. And thank the universe later. Select styles up to 50% off valid November 7th through 9th.
She's right.
Some exclusions apply. See store Kohl's.com for details.
Pushes in, throws out the post. Catches, releases it. Hits
Licks the poo-poo. Stephen Curry.
Never brought it down. Buries the triple. That is our shot of the game for by Friedman's Appliance in Pleasant Hill. Proudly serving all of Northern California with a large in-stock inventory of your favorite
Stephen Curry.
home appliance. Well, the Warriors had a milestone the other day as the Golden State Community Fund surpassed
Right there.
$50 million in cumulative impact in Warriors owners. Joe Linda.
Yeah, I am really proud of it, and I'm proud of my wife for all the work she has.
Assalamu alaikum.
Also, yeah, 52 million, I think.
Assalamu alaikum.
It's just an amazing accomplishment. You know, most people start a foundation, like, give away some percentage of it, usually, and we didn't do it that way.
Right.
Look to the
What's up?
raising the money.
Our Truth challenges Nick Aldis tonight. What's up?
Such a great job with that. Especially since the new ownership has come in, it has gone to a different level. It's gone to
I got some spoilers from SmackDown.
And every year, all of hear me talk about swishes for dishes and all the other things that they do to make the Bay Area a better place. I've been on the phone a couple times telling people that they have won grants. And it just makes the Bay Area an even better place to live. Moses Moody to Draymond Green. We start the fourth quarter. Warriors down 22, 99-76.
I'm missing the USC Trojans.
Nothing there. Rebound deflected high in the air. Hardaway Jr.
19th ranked.
Moses Moody is
Playing,
0 for 6 from 3. Valanciunas will start the fourth quarter. Holds the ball high and the big right hand. He hit 2 threes already, and he almost got his third right there as it popped out from the left sideline. Jimmy Butler hit the post. Good catch.
Jimmy Buckets.
Checks his feet.
Jesus loves me. Thank you. You're right. Jesus loves everybody, but he's not gay. Jesus loves everybody.
Moody drives in on Bruce Brown.
No homo.
Back one-hander. His toughest shot all night goes in. 99-79 off of one leg. 1 minute gone by here in the fourth. Jamal Murray inside. Bruce Brown post there. Pass to Valanciunas. He gets fouled. And
Come on.
Moody got
It's
whacked in the
true.
face.
Jesus loves you when
Ball's
I...
getting called for the foul. Well, the Warriors will take on the Portland Trailblazers Friday, November 21st. Presented by CarMax. All fans get a Warriors Cup Games t-shirt. Get your tickets now. Warriors.com. Call 888 GSW Hoop. Representative standing by. That is not a team to sleep on, by the way. As we saw in Portland earlier this year. They're young. They're athletic. They've got some really nice pieces there. Denny Avdia is really taking strides. He has become a player, I think, that's going to be really good in this league for a long, long time. And then you match that with Shaden Sharp. They've got some real pieces to build around. As Valanciunas hits 2 free throws, it's 101-79 here. Pat Spencer, Moody and Post, all in the touch to start the sequence. Draymond Green above the arc on the left side. Pass to Spencer. Doesn't look at the hoop. Turns, waits for someone to get open. Now it's 9 on the clock, throws to Draymond. He'll take another 3. It's up, popped out. Rebound loose. Butler got it. Great bounce pass to Post for a dunk. Great interior pass by Jimmy Butler. 90 seconds gone by. Warriors down by 20. I think Steve Kerr's just kind of bringing everybody out there. Let's see if they get a run started. And if not, we might pull the starters off the floor in a few minutes. We'll see what happens. Hand off to Watson. Watson down the lane. Shoots it off the rim. Tipped in by Valanciunas. Well, the Nuggets at times have just been too big for Golden State. Especially at the 5 spot. Well, when you have Jokic, I don't think it would matter what center you have out there. Now, bad pass by Moody. Turnover. 2-on-1. Here's Murray behind the back to Watson. Double clutch and lays it in. The lead is now 24. It's 105-81. Pat Spencer has a wide open corner 3. He'll take that. Missed it. Post offensive rebound. Backs it on Watson. Bumps it out of the way. Shoots it with the right hand. Floats it up and in. Quinton Post has proven in his rookie season and now into year number 2 that he is an NBA player. And the future looks very bright for him. He's bigger and stronger every year. He is a very good shooter. Watson behind the arc. Waits, takes, and hits a 3. 108-83, the lead down to 25. And Steve Kerr, I think, he's going to get a timeout call. He's pointing to the floor, and It's the timeout.
God damn, Steve Kerr.
We'll take the break. 108-83 Denver on the Warriors Radio Network, presented by United Airlines.
Make pet care stress-free with PetMeds, the official partner of the Golden State Warriors. As a trusted national online pharmacy for over 29 years, PetMeds is licensed in all 50 states to support your pet's wellness. We offer a comprehensive range of health solutions for every stage of life, from prescription medications to nutrition and supplements. Visit PetMeds.com and use promo code WARRIORS for 30% off your entire order. PetMeds, empowering you to help your pets live longer, healthier lives.
AM/PM is about to change things forever. Introducing the new AM/PM Taco 2-Pack. Available in 2 unique flavors, shredded chicken and slow-cooked carnitas. New, sleek, pillowy tortilla case wraps around a protein-packed core brought to life by our flavor-enhancing 6-hour slow-cooking process to deliver all-day value.
New Taco 2-Packs only at AM/PM and only $5. AM/PM, too much good stuff. Plus tax where applicable, prices and participation may vary, terms and conditions apply.
Being in your bag isn't just for players on the court. With DoorDash, all of Dub Nation has a bag too. Scrolling late night highlights, have snacks on hand. Hosting a watch party, get drinks, ice, and cups before tip-offs. Low battery during tunnel walks? There's a charger delivered to where you are. DoorDash keeps your bag deep so you can keep up with the speed of the game. DoorDash, official partner of the Golden State Warriors.
Hey, Dub Nation! If you're traveling to cheer on the Warriors this season, then the most important thing to pack is the United Airlines app. You can track your bags, change your flight or your seat, get a personalized map of the airport terminal, even talk to a live customer service agent. It's like having a travel agent in the palm of your hand for free. And yeah, that technically makes it a free agent. Download the United app and book your next trip today. United.
Man, I'm not having much faith in this
airline
game.
of the Golden State Warriors.
Dub Nation, NBC Sports Bay Area is your home for complete Warriors coverage. Next step in the squad.
The Lakers got Luka. The Rams got Puka.
The Warriors pre- and post-game live, hosted by me, Vontae Hill, alongside NBA champ Festus Ezeli and Hall of Famer Chris Lewin.
The Duka
And immediately after every single game,
is like
Warriors content
the king of Serbia.
Bay Area app. Authentic moments live here on NBC Sports Bay Area. Dub Nation, this is Brandon Majewski. Welcome back to the Warriors broadcast booth, presented by DoorDash.
Well, before Nikola Jokic, you make the argument that Dan Issel was the best center in Nuggets history. Spent 10 years here. He's a Hall of
Armando Duka, president of Albanian football.
All-Star. We talked years ago. We asked him about Don Nelson.
Well, I think Johnny is a great coach, and his longevity speaks for itself. But I think his strong point is that he plays to the strengths of his talent. A lot of coaches have a system that they want to play, and they try to make the players adapt to their system. If Don has a strong defensive team as he has in the past, he walks the ball up and down the floor and beats teams with defense. Right now, it looks like he doesn't have a great defensive team, so he's going to run up and down the floor and try to outscore you. So I think that's really Don's strong point.
That's Dan Issel. We talked a little bit about Kelly there. Nicknamed the Horse. Issel was a great player. And over these tough Bulls Nuggets season, they just beat you like 135 to 130. Here's Trey Jackson-Davis, first possession for Golden State, job at Jamaica. At 3 in the quarter, won't go. As Steve Kerr is into the starters on the bench. 5 is Jamaica, Majewski, Will Richards, Buddy Hield, and Trey Jackson-Davis. Watson, far side, hands off this trap, screen by Valanciunas. Pass it sails up and into the crowd. That was about 3-4 rows up there.
Where did that smoke come from?
Try to stop that one. Should have jammed that finger on that one. There's Majewski to bring it. The Warriors can get some good work done here at the final 8:28 of this game. Trailing well.
Fucking trash time.
The other hand.
Some good work. Good work.
108-85. I knew this game had potential to go that way, but you thought maybe in that second quarter, maybe the Warriors had a fighting chance. Valanciunas spins into trouble, shoving inside the ground, knocked away by TJD. His second have the associate head coach of the Sacramento Kings, opposing coach Indiana. CJ there, in fact,
Green pen, blue pen.
fourth year at Indiana would do him well, and it got him drafted.
Power cycling the laptop.
Again, Chris has the
8 Swiss cheese today.
misfires a three-ballot Judas acquisition, got the rebound, and laid it in. 110 to 85. Exception of about a 5-minute run there in the second. It's been all Denver tonight. Krzyzewski fakes, nowhere to go, pump fake, got balance, Judas off his feet, missed it. Rebound tips, no good. Rebound loose, Watson comes away with it. Watson accelerates, puts on the brakes. Cal Judas will take it as a trailer. And Brown comes right. Drives it on Trace Jackson Davis by Hardaway Jr. The off the cut, hit the fire, corner three. He hits that. 113 to 85. Picked up by Denver in the offseason, Hardaway Jr. Will Richard gets away from him for a moment, misfires on a jumper. Trace Jackson Davis hands off the rebound to Buddy Hield, who hits it from the corner. Well, one of the things about Denver, they are a team that I don't think people are going to want to see if they're healthy in the playoffs. You'll foul out Buddy Hield. This is foul Watson. He is trying to make a move on Buddy, and Buddy pressured him. Strouder comes in for Denver. Gives you a station ID here in just a second. Strouder played 7 minutes there.
The Warriors are going to be 5-5.
Back on the third. And we have a timeout. Denver calls a timeout with 6:27 to go. They're comfortably ahead 113 to 88 before we get to the break. Let's pause 10 seconds. Station identification on the Golden State Warriors radio network.
What's up, Joseph Stalin? I like Joseph. Joseph was like Light Yagami, in Death Note. He wouldn't write your name down. He would cross it out. I wish I had a list of names Joseph Stalin didn't like. You know what Joseph? He sees that Francis cross that shit. You know it. You know. He's like, Francis, Siberia. But we have to thank the Jews and the Mossad and Israel for exposing Joseph. You wouldn't know how bad Joseph Stalin was if it wasn't for the Mossad and the Jews exposing uninstall. Laptop still powering up and getting. Thank you to the church, the real church of continuity, the only church that goes all the way back. All these other churches came out of thin air. The gods of thin air. Okay? Jesus was a Jew. We don't thank Jesus because he didn't want to be a Jew. But honestly, no, Jesus didn't want to be a Jew. Jesus deliberately wanted to be born on hard mode. Jesus had a choice, okay? He could have been born a Jew, but he said, nah, I'm going to go join them. And what was his goal? They say Jesus wanted to turn our enemies, the non-Jew enemies, needed more encouragement to bring on Armageddon. The end of that looks. Anyways, I get my Bible lessons from YouTube. Forgive me.
Spencer terminates the dribble top of the key. Finds TJD for help. That gets it back. Spencer comes left. Down the lane. Shoots on the go. Got fouled. And we'll shoot two. Julian Strouder. With a foul. Brown. Christian Brown. Bruce Brown. Watson.
101 views. Okay. Thanks to Moto Toad. Thank absolutely nothing but positivity, no negativity, vibes only. 100 views in 23 minutes. The rig is Steelers, 49ers. Okay. The 49ers will beat the Steelers in Super Bowl 60, most likely. Those Steelers aren't coming in here and winning. Okay. Now, yeah, absolutely no negative, positive vibes. Okay. But we're looking for a Chargers Steelers AFC Championship or any time in the playoffs. Either way, this week is a 1994 AFC Championship rematch. Chargers at home versus the Steelers. Big game. I bring some Niner content every episode. Every episode from San Francisco. I'm gonna remember to talk something about the Niners, but complaining about Steve Kerr is just as good as complaining about Kyle Shanahan. My Battletoad, it'll still pop up as my thumbnail if I stream on the iPad. The iPad still has the old thumbnail. Bro, this is a Jake Tucker channel. You want to see my old, you want to see my original logo? Look at this guy, bro. That was my channel. I'm this guy, bro. You're watching this guy. That was my logo. Buy me something. So you met me, and before this, I had a Quina. No, let's see. You know, I'm liable to be seen with this is my logo. Okay, I'm one of those things. That's me. That's me. See me? See me? It's not really a Battletoad, but it's kind of a frog. It's a Queen of Quan. Okay. Then I switched to the Rams, the white Rams frog, white Bengal frog, then to a green Rams frog, and now I'm on a Bengal tiger with a rose, right? Yeah, you know my logos. So, and you got you with your Moto helmet, There's a bunch of different channel logos. I like to cosplay as Queen of Quan. Very hard costume to pull off. Or to look, I'm gonna squint at your helmet real quick. Yep, you look like Master Chief. Right. Well, I'm gonna call him the Halo guy. You look like that guy from Halo. Real original design. Hey, don't they put motorcycle helmets on all the robots at Boston Dynamics? You have to watch the Hannibal to get the update for Insane Clown Posse to see who Violent J is in the limo with. We saw Violent J step into the limo, but we don't know who was in the limo. And it's a great shaming ritual where they're doing the Wyatt family gimmick without Bo Dallas, because Bo Dallas is a poor man's Violent J. Focus on this game. The Warriors have 21 points in this fourth quarter with 4 minutes left, down 18. They scored 21 in the first quarter, which is their worst quarter of the game. I could see them putting up 30. So they'd probably squeeze out trash buckets. We're in trash time. Curry's not playing. What's up with the Lakers? I wasn't even awake during that. Every Bills Chiefs game is every those teams always watch them at the end of the season. I mean, you might want to watch the Bears right now. Watch a team that won't be playing in the playoffs, because then you won't know anything. Okay? Usually, I watch the Bengals every week, even when they're eliminated, because you don't get to see them in the playoffs. So, what do I think about the Bills and Chiefs games? It's a doozy, but we expect to see them play in January, and so I'm trying to get my feel on watching the Panthers make count. Very suspicious. It doesn't require my attention. Like, that's low-hanging fruit. That's how everybody else ingest their football. There's 7 games at 10 o'clock this week. 8 games have Southern teams. I'd rather not have a single Southern team playing while I'm watching football, but hey. Yes, Chauncey Billups was at the poker table. He wasn't betting on basketball, though. He was just rigging poker. So he's not, he's in that's mafia and gambling, not basketball. So he's still a world champ. He beat the Lakers. Chauncey Billups, great. You just don't play poker with him. Well, I heard from a little bird that when Pokemon became legal and Utah had to actually fork over the money to actually pay for it, I heard Steve Young has the world's largest Pokemon collection, and it's underneath. It's in a time capsule underneath a temple in Utah somewhere where you can get his Pokemon cards back because he couldn't make his money in the video games. Yep, nobody wants to play as Steve Young. Although it was really fun if you wanted to run the ball, you could substitute Steve Young into the game, but you're willfully taking out a healthy Joe Montana, and that's in Tecmo Bowl because there was never a Tecmo Bowl that didn't have Montana and Young on the same team. So there's at least 3 games with Montana. He's not in Tecmo Bowl 1, and there's 2 games with Steve Young, and he was on the cover of Quarterback Club 96 or 97. He was on the cover of 1 game. I mean, Joe, of course, Joe, best. That's like comparing Pippen to Jordan. They're both on the same team. They both got the same ring. But we know who's touching the ball every time. And Pippen made a lot of the spots on defense. Pippen created for himself a lot. Let me lower my wall of text. I was watching Fish Tank Burt last night, and you type Burt Reynolds. My family doesn't like Notre Dame, so I have to talk shit about Joe Montana too. So he's still cheated. Joe Montana was a better cheater than Tom Brady. Like, oh, the headset doesn't work. Okay, so now the opposing team has to take off their headsets because Joe Montana says his doesn't work. One of the biggest cheats in football history. Probably the greatest cheater. Joe was the greatest cheater. Hands down, probably in any sport. I mean, you could do the same cheat that Joe Montana did. Oh, I'm playing online, and they're on microphones. Well, my microphone doesn't work, so turn off theirs. Okay, headset gate. And now I want a headset. I wouldn't mind buying a headset, but I want to get a full helmet, like Daft Punk. Headset gate isn't that big a deal because it was like regular season games. But the first thing the 49ers did was, when they won the Super Bowl 16, is miss the playoffs. I'm sure that felt good. Joe needs the headset, okay? Joe, the headset. He was like, I spelled that wrong. Joe couldn't just run out there with it broken. He had to stop and have a tantrum. So, when these pens, as soon as I need to charge them, I need to go buy a charger. I have no charger, but the batteries are still hitting. The buzzer, they scored 27 points. I said they would score 29. They went from 21 to 27. They got 6 points in the final 4 minutes. I just want to remember that. So I said it so I could not forget it. Where they play next?
Dub Nation, NBC Sports Bay Area.
Dub Nation.
Warriors coverage. Catch Steph and his squad all season long as Bob Fisher Fitzgerald and Kalina Asabuki call all the action. Tune in to Warriors pre and post game live, hosted by
My little screw on USB chargers keep getting stuck. It gets stuck, and I literally have to break it off, and then it looks. Then you can see that's broken.
Authentic moments on NBC Sports Bay Area.
This is Larry Flint, owner of the floor store. You know that thing that snuck up on you last year?
Larry Flint,
Well, they're coming again. But it's
founder of Hustler.
holiday sales already here. Now through November 17th. Everything in the store is 30% off. Carpet, hardwood, laminate, waterproof flooring. I mean everything. And installation before the holidays is guaranteed. The holidays are coming, and this time you'll be ready. Go to floorstores.com.
Yeah, Larry Flint, my pornographer.
Rose of San Jose. The Floor Store, your Bay Area flooring authority.
Ready for the ultimate red and gold game day? Laughing Party and ride. Skip the traffic. Forget the expensive parking. Park for free and dive into an
I
epic
can't spell
tailgate.
pornographer. That's such a hard word.
Laughing Mug beer and every game.
He said, "Do not produce pornography. It's inferior to Larry's.
Then hop on the free shuttle
Just do not make even an attempt to produce pornography because it's inferior."
Join the party.
They went bust in the .com bubble. Now, U.S. senators and congressmen supposedly still get free issues of Hustler magazine. Now I can't find a book stand that has a Hustler. And every time you go shopping for Hustler, like right now it's November, they would already have, January on the shelf. You're never gonna get a Hustler magazine like on time. You get shot like Larry. Larry survived. Poor Warriors, 2 losses in a row. And I sat through both of the losses on the radio. I mean, I get what I get. I get this. I get what I get on. I've been to the Hustler store in Cincinnati. I would absolutely go back in time to the Hustler store in Cincinnati to spend $5,000 on good shit. I mean, weapons, whips. They got like real bedroom whips. Okay. Okay. The best whips I'd ever seen. I mean, I like looking through the window and seeing shit for sale, but store, and they were like giant paddle boards. It looked like you could put a pizza in the oven with these things, and it had tassels on the end. Yeah, I mean, no joke. I mean, they ain't putting trash on the rack. It ain't a bodega. It's the Larry Flint Hustler store. And there's two Hustler stores, and this is the official, not the one by his brother. I never went into the knockoff brothers, but those buildings are really close to where I lived. And I never had money in Cincinnati. I was broke, but I still had a prostitute who loved me. Natalie. They say Natalie sucked every dick in Cincinnati. She definitely sucked mine. When I told some other guy he relapsed and broke out of. Well, I don't know if the Hustler store is there anymore. 18 East 7th Street. I lived on 16th Street. It's on 7th Street. The streets are a lot shorter in Cincinnati. Like, they're not gigantic quarter of a mile blocks. They're like short streets. Maybe 2 buildings in the alley. There's an alley. Tummy time. Time for Tilly bye-bye. I've been to the Hustler strip club. It's really close to my house. It's down. You have to go up a hill into the strip club district. I don't know what we call it. We have a little place like that. I already hit my thou. I think I'm going to wrap up the episode. Ironically, I'm not even done with my drink. I'm going to drink beer tonight, and it's okay as long as I lift some weights. And if I don't want to work out, well, I won't drink. So have a drink. How many sips left? Well, that is 10 or 8, maybe 7. 5 big gulps. Oh no. On Sunday night. That's crazy. Wait, Indiana is in town at the same day that the Rams are coming. Sunday, a big day in San Francisco. We got the Pacers and the Rams in town. I'm gonna double check this Pacer schedule. Am I hearing things? Sunday, November 9th in San Francisco. Pacers. Okay. And I'm not gonna say, I will probably cross-pollinate Sunday night football with the Pacer score this week. Yeah, see, what's weird is that when you usually watch Sunday night football, and I'm looking for a bootleg show, or I'm looking for a pirate feed, I always end up finding people covering NBA games during Sunday night football. So Reggie Miller might be at the game. That's a Eastern Conference team on a Western Conference road. They probably only come here once a year. This is the one game a year or 2. I mean, and the Colts come... No, actually the 49ers play in Indianapolis later this... I covered the USC Trojans had a big lead, and I just hit 10% on the battery. I don't like any of the teams that are good. Like my favorite East Coast, Ohio State, is really the only East Coast team I can tolerate. I don't. Is it Ohio State? I'm a pretty biased West Coast football fan. I don't like Alabama. All the teams in Texas The Horned Bullfrogs are a good team. There's like 6 teams in Texas. Even in Southern California, there's only 2 teams, Bruins and Trojans. That's it. Most people don't know where Stanford is. I still couldn't find Stanford. If I had to, I'd have to Google directions to Stanford. I live in the Stanford. This is a campus building from 70 years ago. When Mr. Stanford was still alive, he probably came by and looked at it. The building's so old. My family is all Peoria, Illinois. We came out of Peoria. I have the East Coast, but Peoria is still west. My grandpa went to Northwestern. Wow, that's the Wildcats. That's north of Chicago. They grew up south of Chicago. They put roofs on every house in Peoria. With the Creeling Roofing Company is still private, family owned. Everybody in the whole city pays my family in Peoria, but they don't know who I'm extended family, estranged World War II, non-mafia members. My grandpa got the hat in Russia back in 1990. He went to the world's largest AA convention, which was like at least I would describe it as a full stadium full of sober Russians. And he spoke. He gave his speech, and I would like to find a copy of this video or My grandpa gave a speech in Russia about don't drink. My grandpa was a sorry sack of shit. He was basically a Peoria transgender. That's right. He covered up his wife was a man. And like I said, we worked for Operation Paperclip. He spoke really good German, and during the Battle of the Bulge, he didn't kill anybody. He took prisoners, and then they ended up sleeping in a barn for 5 straight days. It was 3 straight days of snow. Grandpa was in a blanket with the other men for 3 days while Operation Good Grief was going on, which is the Germans were wearing U.S. uniforms during the snowstorm. So Grandpa could have gone outside and got tricked. Good grief. That's when you wear that's what happened during the Battle of the Bulge. There's so many details, and the front was pretty big. He just didn't have a woman. He adopted my mom, and my grandma was a Yoda, like one of those Yoda people. And I got pictures of her right here. I showed last episode. Little Yoda people. Not even in that. There's Grandma. Me and Grandma. She has no reproductive organs. Just a little hole where the pee comes out. Grandpa was apparently attracted to that. And he preached. He grew out his beard once, but nobody would pay any attention to him, so he chopped it off. kind of weird. She was, we call it third gender. Where it closely resembles whatever they want to become, you know. So some people just don't. I used to rub her feet in her bed. That was my first job, doing this on her feet every night. She paid me $5 an hour, which is pretty good back in '88. Trigender. She's just a trigender, and you know, she was class president of Peoria High School. She chose my grandpa. Obviously, grandpa was a dumbass who just fought in the Battle of the Bulge, and there's very famous pictures of them in France in '47. Should I wrap up the episode before I hit an hour? Yeah, because I'm now spilling the family secrets. I'm not even drinking. I'm just have sugar and caffeine. 47, what year? We'll just. I mean, you just put their name. I spelled their. Great job spelling grandma's name wrong. Okay. Look, just up Ernest. See, most of us, people who actually fought in wars, left evidence online, even from '47. My internet was updated in 2002 when they said, yeah, this guy's here in Afghanistan. Grandpa has his 1947 Life magazine article online. So you're taking a moment to look at that. Just look at Ernest Kryling. We're gonna go to Life magazine. This is Grandpa and my genderless grandma, and I'm gonna hit the view gallery. If you just scroll down. This is a red coat. Because it's a black and white photo, the audience could never tell Grandma was wearing red. And Grandma thought it was a full color film. They were just out in France after World. These are all family. This month. Rather big story. I'd say everybody in America saw this. This is the number, here's Grandpa in the hay I'm talking about. You think I'm playing? I'm not playing. I got the inside scoop. It's all for vanity. They're faking it, okay? They fake it. All they did was sell their chocolate bars on the black market, okay? And then they adopted my mother. They didn't even they didn't check the diaper. They thought it was a boy. But the Germans gave my mom, it's a boy. They got home, they opened up my mom's diaper. Oh, this is a girl. And Grandma was like, I never seen him. He wanted a boy. They said they were mocked. They got mocked to not. You could have anything. They could. Grandpa wanted his kid to play football at USC. He was a professor of English. He had permission to teach English at USC. Okay. Which is after the Red Scare, pretty prestigious job. Type that out. They never liked. No time. They probably did know, but they also agents. I mean, but until we know they lied about the film. We thought it was color film. You get black and white pictures. What a lineage. I know, I'm not from America. I should have been in Hamburg. Dad didn't even want to teach me about himself. He was like, "You enjoy those people, son." She probably. Yeah, probably. She was trying. If that picture was red, those would be like the best war pictures of all time. She would have been the fucking governor of God. You know, she worked for a notary republic. I follow Peoria School District. It's very suspicious still. Yeah. We knew Richard Pryor growing up, and Pryor had like 7 sisters, and they'd fuck anybody, and Pryor wouldn't hit none of it. He had all them whore ass around him, and Richard Pryor and my dad and Grandpa were friends. We also knew Charles Shorts. We knew the guy that made the Snoopy, Charles Schultz. Other than that, the family just runs a scam businesses to get you to pay for a roof you can't afford on a 30, 40 lifetime loan you'll be paying your bank for the rest of your life, so the Kraylings could tar and feather it. Yeah. Back in the 80s, everybody would just catch on fire like Michael Jackson at a Pepsi commercial or Richard Pryor smoking crack. Now, they don't even catch on fire. It sucks. What else did they do? Real estate. The grandma made all the money in real estate. My grandpa published a book. You can go get a copy. I don't know. It's hard to find. My grandpa wrote a full book. My grandpa used to review Star Trek and shit in other TV shows. There's a lot of stuff from my grandpa online from 1965. So I know that I have stuff from Afghanistan I've never published. So Grandpa ran out of things to publish. Big sad. I'm at 1 hour and 1 minute. My brother had a job delivering newspapers, but he was too lazy to fold them and put the rubber band on them. So my first job was folding the newspapers and rubber banding the newspapers for my brother so he could take them out. He wasn't strong enough on the bicycle, so we had to always take the car. Using a car to deliver newspapers is just not economic at any stage in history, and ruining my sleep schedule, waking me up at 5 so we can deliver the Valley Sun. Oh, nice. It was oh yeah. We had cars. No, a Gran Torino. Famous cars. Hey, every car is famous, basically. I'm not going to name a car nobody's ever hasn't heard of. You know, we had the Ford Gran Torino was the family sports car. Very obsolete by the time I could enjoy it, sitting in it in 1976. They already had it. It was what Grandpa took to he looked real swag going to that AA meeting, the Grapevine in Fresno. He would drive all the way to Fresno to complain about the people who worked on the farms and had money to drink. My first car was a 91 Hyundai Excel, and then I had a 2001 Chevy Malibu, and I haven't had a car since. The biggest mistake was not getting tinted windows in Texas. Scary. Make sure you get tinted windows in Texas. Worst mistake of my car buying career. The Odyssey Pro Sportscast brought to me by Audio is over. Game is over. The Warriors wrap-up show is here. Replay of the vibe of the game. It's like I'm transported. I feel like I'm in the arena. It was a good game, so that's the name of the show, Warriors Nuggets. I'll be back next episode, 2 in the morning. See ya.